Hello, everyone.
Hello, guys. We are back. Back.
That was so corny. Hello, everyone. Welcome to Geek by Heart.
And I'm Jay.
I'm Lainey.
Alright, so we are here to review Birdsofprey.
Thank you. Why we were really here. They know we haven't been here, but we're back, and we're going to try to be there. So now, Birdsofprey.
Birdsofprey.
Okay.
So let's do this.
All right. All right, so what is this about?
Oh, so this is about DC's biggest villain, Joker, his girlfriend.
I was about to say.
So it's...
Because it literally is named Birdsofprey, the fantabulous emancipation of Harley Quinn.
So so it's the Joker's girlfriend. Her name is Harley Quinn. It's basically about this little girl. She's a thief, and she apparently
steals a huge diamond
from Black Mask.
Okay.
You know, from the Black Mask, the mafia gangster dude.
Yes.
We'll talk about the Black Mask, but anyway. So,
and then just basically trying to get it back.
Yeah, basically. So it's a whole, tug of war type of thing. So, yeah.
And meanwhile, she's just trying to make a name for herself because she's freaking quick. All right.
Okay.
I mean, I like when she says that.
Yeah, well, it is what it is. So, of course, the movie stars Margot Robbie.
Ewan McGregor.
I think Journey Smollett-Bell is in it.
Yes. Mary Winston.
And Rosie Perez.
Mary Elizabeth Winston. Should remember that middle name.
Perez.
And it was really good. It was really well casted.
Yeah, it was well casted.
I appreciated the casting.
The actors were great. Was good acting, and fight scenes were awesome.
Even though I'll talk about that.
We'll talk about that.
Yeah, but they were pretty good.
Yeah. So we're going to be talking about
Birdsofprey.
Birdsofprey.
Let's go.
Let's go.
All right, so we're going to talk about first, good geek or bad geek?
So we're going to talk about our good geek.
All right. You go, I go. Rock, paper, scissors, like what's up?
Yeah, you can go.
All right. By far, the best thing about this movie is Margot Robbie. She was born to play Harley Quinn. She embodied Harley Quinn. And it also seemed like you were literally watching a cartoon character than a human playing a cartoon character. Like, she killed it, and it was great to watch. Like I said before, it was very well casted. I think the only thing I was like about the casting might have been Chris Messina as Victor Zsasz. I didn't feel like he embodied that much, but everybody else I felt was really well casted and played their part really well. This movie was so much fun to watch. Like, I laughed, I giggled, I just was smiling just to watch it. It was fun, it was colorful, it was exciting. It was well put together, even though like it flipped and it flopped in a kind of Kill Bill kind of way, where the storytelling would say like, oh, you're starting at this point, then you got to go back this point, then you're going forward, then you got to go back and forward. It was cool. It could have been confusing, but it wasn't that confusing, so it was pretty cool. Like I said before, I enjoyed the fight scenes. I thought the fight scenes kicked ass, even though there is a little bit of a downplay with the fight scenes that I'll talk about in my bad geek. I enjoy the movie. I enjoyed the movie. It is what you want to do on a Friday, Saturday night. You just want to get out the house and have a good time. I enjoyed the movie. And I think I forgot the last two things probably I would say is this is how you do an anti-hero DC style good. Because I was gonna say this is how you do a good anti-hero, but Deadpool killed it, Ryan Reynolds, we all know that. But like from a DC perspective, the fact that they tried and failed miserably with Suicide Squad, like this is how you do a good team up film. I think the only thing that I would tweak would be the name, and again I'll get to that in Bad Geek or whatever, but like the anti-hero, and like you were kind of rooting for Margot Robbie, you was kind of rooting for all of them. So I thought that was pretty cool, and the fact that the music, I like the music too. Like I ended up Shazamming some of the music. I was like, I want to play that, I want to play that, what's that? That was cool. So overall, I actually enjoyed this movie a lot.
First thing first, I got to give it up to Margot Robbie. She did a perfect job as Harley Quinn.
Yeah.
And to what I know, the character in in DC Comics, basically, she did a spot on job in interpreting a crazy, overzealous, psychotic. Oh my God, she is the epitome of the Joker. She's like the Joker's left hand. The fight scenes were really good. They had a really good fight choreography, and it was well presented and really hardcore. I can say much of that.
I think it's the same guy from John Wick. I think I read that somewhere.
Yeah. Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, that's if that be the case, it's really good. From start to finish, it had a really rushed energy. It had a very vibrant energy that I particularly like, and it fits the character and the villain and the storyline and everything. And that's basically my good week.
I can't wait to cosplay some of the things that she was wearing. Some of her not uniforms, but some of her costumes were amazing.
So
it was not a flawless film.
No,
it was not. So one of the things that I did not like was the fight scenes. As great as they were, like, one of the things that it was apparently clear, and I had to juggle on if I would like it or not like it, because it seemed like either a lot of the stunts were done by the female characters themselves, which is awesome, or some of those stunts were done with a stunt woman and then they edited their face on afterwards, which is okay. It is what it is. If it's the former, then it's a little bit less of a sin of the fact that, like, you literally had a lot of one-on-one fighting, even though you had a crowd of people. So it was apparent that it would be like, boom, boom, that person's waiting, kind of doing the fighting stance, and then all of a sudden, okay, you knocked me out, and then she turns around and knocks that person out. Whereas if it was a real fight, you would have got jumped and it would have been over. And that was really, really apparent. For it to be in Gotham, I missed a lot of things. I get it. This is supposed to be about Harley Quinn. So then, first of all, you're not gonna have the Joker, even though I would have felt a little bit more, even if it were the very beginning, and even if it wasn't Jared Leto, if it was just stand-in or whatever, or it was like his goons come and say, the Joker says hi, or something like that. Something to know that his presence was there besides just her commentary on it. Not only that, again, this is Gotham. You didn't have any of your classic villains. Again, it didn't have to be that they had to have a great presence, but they should have had something. Okay, similarly with Batman, you didn't have Batman. Again, even if you just would have had the bat signal or something of that nature, they should have had something. Gotham is so with a lot of characters and so rich in that, and the fact that it just solely focused on Harley Quinn and the Birds of Prey, which is another criticism actually. It felt missing. I think also it should have been honestly not titled The Birds of Prey. It just should have been titled The Emancipation of Harley Quinn. I would have been fine with that. It works if you actually think of this as a Harley Quinn movie and a tie-in for hopefully later sequels, because I heard it didn't do that great in the box office this weekend, or not as projected, which is a shame, because like I said, it's a really good movie. And like my gripes are kind of like very toned down. But this works as a Harley Quinn movie and not a Birds of Prey movie. You don't get a lot of Huntress, which was really a cool character, and a tragic character, which you could have gotten. You could have got a little bit more of Rose Perez, being that I know that her character comes on to become somebody else. Black Canary, you could have gotten a little bit more of her backstory as well. So again, this works as a Harley Quinn movie, not a Birds of Prey movie. And I think the last thing that I will say, and again, to me, all these are just small gripes, because I really enjoyed this movie, was Black Mask. He was captivating, and Ewan McGregor really dug into that role. But because the thing that was going on between Joker and Harley was so visceral through Harley's perspective, it just felt like he was a stand-in. You know what I mean? And that's fine, but
I have to say about Black Mask.
Okay, that's fine, but if you're looking at it for it to be compelling, you didn't really feel compelled to have them square off, because you knew that she was dealing with other stuff. Okay? With that being said, these to me were minor gripes. Because I will say it was a good movie.
Okay.
Passing the mic. Oh, okay. Not my mic. How about that?
Harley Quinn. Not a lot of people is so excited about Harley Quinn. I guess it's because she's like a side hand person for the Joker type of thing. So I think most people were kind of excited. I would be more excited for a Joker presence in it, which didn't happen. So, you know, as I said in the box office, that it didn't do well. So I was kind of expecting that. One of the first things that I didn't like was the fact that when she went into the police station, and she was just fighting police. It just didn't feel realistic. It didn't, because she just went in with the gun thingy that she had that shoot out like beanbags.
Yeah, not like regular bullshit.
Yeah,
beanbags.
just beanbags. And I'm like, okay, so how the hell you went to a police station shooting beanbags, and you literally beat everyone down?
That thing's hurt. High powered? That thing's hurt.
That bothered me right there. You know what I mean? That's one thing. My second gripe with the movie was the Black Mask. He didn't feel like a villain to me. He was just pokey, you know. Oh, get up there, jump off the roof, you stupid idiot! And there is. I didn't feel fear from the Black Mask, and from the comic books that I know, he's a ruthless villain. He was just more. I think he was just more excited of getting people's face skinned off, and he just laughed or made a little corny side joke about it.
And Victor Zsasz did that.
Yeah, Victor. Yeah.
Victor. Now you say that is a good point.
He didn't do much, and how he literally died in the last part. He didn't give Harley Quinn a really good fight.
Spoilers.
Of course, I hope you guys watched it, because this is awesome. He didn't put up a strong fight with Harley Quinn, which bothered me again.
I yelled flawless victory when it happened.
Yeah, that just didn't rub me the right way. I think the last one was the movie. This didn't feel like a Birds of Prey movie. I think it was more like a Harley Quinn movie.
Yep.
I think they should have called it The Adventures of Harley Quinn.
Okay.
Or Harley Quinn after the breakup of Joker, or Joker's side chick Harley Quinn.
Stop it. Stop it.
The Birds of Prey, the ladies in it had potential abilities like Canary. Black Canary had her fine in the last portion of the movie. She screamed out, and you can see the effect of what she did. Huntress, I was more excited to see what the Huntress was capable of. I didn't see that, or much of that. In the first part, where she encountered like three gangster guys around a table, and how she defeated them was really impressive.
Yeah, it was cool.
I didn't see much of that after that. You know what I mean? It was just flat out.
And even in the last scene, you couldn't see a lot of her because they was focusing on everyone
else.
Yeah, so, you're right.
Yeah, those were basically my bad kicks. So what do you think of what do you think of the Joker? Okay, so tell me, what do you think of Birds of Prey?
You didn't even have to stop that. You could have just played through that. But anyway, what I thought of Birds of Prey, again, I had such a good time watching this film. I just smiled and giggled. I thought it was just such a great, fun film to just go in and be like, you know what? 2 hours of my time plus a half an hour of coming attractions. But I liked it. I liked it. I give it a solid 8 out of 10.
8 out of 10. Well, for me, I think it was just basically a popcorn movie. A little filler for DC until the big boys start coming out. But overall, I'd give it a 7.5. I guess I just basically I don't know much about Harley Quinn. I just know that she's Joker's girlfriend.
She's great.
And that's it. So, you know, there's not much to think about it. But I do give it 7.5 because of its independent role away from Batman and the Joker, and it was pretty much okay, you know.
And they still did a little bit of Easter eggs to be like, we're still in the same universe.
Yeah, basically.
They're still the same universe of Suicide Squad. They're still the same universe of DC's how about to say MCU. Yeah, I also appreciate it because I'm such a Buffy the Vampire Slayer fan, and to see, and I know this doesn't coincide, give me a second, to see, like, when I grew up watching Buffy the Vampire Slayer, and I was like, there's not a lot of girls kicking ass, and now to
Girl
be
power.
in, now for real,
Girl
now
power.
to be in an era where you are seeing these movies and these
Strictly females,
TV
yeah.
shows that are carrying some badass females,
Yeah.
that I did appreciate.
That's what's up.
Okay, that when they teamed up, it was badass, and even on their own, they were badass. And
Definitely.
that I did appreciate.
Awesome.
So, yeah.
Well, I'm glad you guys are here to watch us and give us your review. Please leave your comments below.
Yeah, tell me what, tell us
Yeah.
what you thought of the film, what you thought of our critique, what you think we were missing, what you think we got nailed spot on. And if you like what you see, like and subscribe, share with your friends, and we will see you
On
in
the
the
next
next one.
Keep that heart.